Yeah, but you know, like, I was supposed to have such a good week. Tomorrow was supposed to be a start of like a new journey in my life, a new chapter in my life, and yet again, I've gone for the bottle and ruined it all. I just don't know why I did it. I'm so upset with myself. Well, Barker's a free man. He can do what he likes. You know, we're just friends. I don't think he'll say anything bad about me. I've got nothing bad to say about him. I don't actually want the name muted in the chat, please. Can someone add the word Barker to the... No, I don't think he wants to know me, to be honest, like that anymore. Not in a bad way. I don't think he wants to I don't blame him, because who wants someone every other freaking week they have a crisis at home when they're drunk? Well, I don't blame the guy. I genuinely don't blame the guy. I don't blame him. I blame myself, because I had a plan in my head. I knew exactly what I was going to do this weekend. I knew exactly what I was going to do next week, and I just couldn't put them things first. I had to go and get 3 bottles of vodka. 3 bottles. All night I was drinking. All morning yesterday I was drinking. Why? I'm so upset with myself. Well, I only can have a fresh start for myself. I could only make a life for myself like I've been doing. Like, I think I'll get over it. Like, I've got over worse in my life. Like, I think I'll get over that it's not worked out. I don't think I'll be like this every day. I just think because it's fresh and it's my behaviour that's contributed to this, I've just affected myself. Yeah. Like, obviously, a guy's not... I'm not talking about him specifically, but my family forgive me. Every time I do this, they forgive me. They just forgive me because they're my family. Like, where they're going to go, they can't break up with me. They can't run away. They're going to be my family. So they always forgive me for this. But a man who isn't part of your family isn't going to do that, is he? They don't have to stay like your mum stays or your dad stays or your brothers and your sisters. Yeah, that's real love, I suppose. I just want to move on from this. I just want to move on from the Barker situation now. I just want to move on from it. I don't want my lives to be every day about him, because he's not part of my life like that anymore. And these things happen. Do you know what I mean? They happened. I just don't, like, do you know what? Like, Charlene, me and her were... Do you know what? When the camera were off, right, me and her had such a laugh. It's when the camera's on, it just goes worse. Me and her were laughing, we were joking with each other. She cuddled me all night. She held me all night. we got up in the morning. We got up yesterday morning, like laughing at how atrocious our behaviour was. Not because we were happy with our behaviour, but because it's so outrageous. Me and her were just like, we were like, how have we done this on TikTok? Like, how? And she could block me. Like, I don't blame her for blocking me. I don't blame Mad Hatter for blocking me. I wouldn't expect her to rock back up anytime soon. No, she's my family member. She's a stepmom. Why do people think I fancy what? She's literally like a part of the furniture. Well, that's between her and Thingy-my-bob, innit? I'm not blaming even her. I'm not blaming her at all. Like, I'm the one that chose to drink. I'm the one that got 2 Uber Eats. I know, 4 bottles of alcohol. I'm the one that got 2 Uber Eats and then a bottle of vodka yesterday morning. I chose to get that second bottle before she came. So I was out of it. So I can't even blame her. Mad Hatter had nothing to do with my downfall. She really didn't. She really didn't. I don't care what AJ says. AJ says a lot of things, and I'm not here to have a slanging match and throw counter allegations at him. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. AJ can say what he likes. I know the truth. I know the truth. I know why he says what he says, and I'm not here to defend myself because he knows the truth. And it's as simple as that. But I could categorically say I have never ever poked or prodded him with any objects. Period. Full stop. That's never happened. Take a lie detector test as well. But anyway, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not here to talk about what happened in a relationship that's been over for 10 years. Like, I'm not going to do that to him. He deserves privacy. He can say what he likes in the moment of anger. He can, I don't know, I'm just not going to even entertain those allegations. I'm going to stop talking about my children on the app. I know I say this all the time, but I'm really going to try and stop drinking. I am. I'm gonna try. I'm not even gonna count down the days anymore, because I think when I've been counting down the days, it's like almost like a reward. So I'm just gonna wake up every day and just go back to how I was in the summer, because the summer was pretty good. I mean, I know a few little bits and bats had happened, but yeah, I'm just gonna come on the app how I have been, and I'm not gonna talk about alcohol, and I'm not gonna talk about my kids, and I'm not gonna talk about AJ, and I'm not gonna talk about Mad Hatter, and I'm not gonna talk about Barker. I think counting does make it worse, Gina, because on Friday, all I kept saying to myself in my head was, oh, I've done 12 days. And then it was like, oh, you've done 12 days. Like, I'm talking to myself in my head. So then it was almost like a reward. I was almost rewarding myself, thinking I could have it under control, but I completely lost control. I completely lost control. Yeah, I just want to move on from the Barker thing and the Mad Hatter thing and like, yes, she came to my house, but that is it. She came, she went. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. She didn't disrespect me. She was helpful to me. She cuddled me. We had a laugh. We had a joke. And yes, we both drunk. We shouldn't have both drunk. We both clearly. Well, I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's like when me and her drink, we can't stop drinking. Like, we're just as bad as each other. Because she'll have one drink, and then before you know it, she's on freaking number 20, drink number 20. And I'm the same. And we're like 2-3 bottles down 4 or 5 hours later. So when we can't drink together, I just don't know why. I'm just not doing. No, I would love to have her back in my life, but I can't. I just can't. Cause me and her, we're the same in that way. Gonna have to just move on from it. Like there's nothing else to there's nothing else to say about what's happened. Like, are me and Barker together? No. Have I got anything bad to say about Barker? No. Is Mad Hatter in my life? No. Do I have anything bad to say about Mad Hatter? No. Is AJ in my life? No. And do I have anything bad to say about him? No. I've got nothing to say about none of them. Yeah, they're all alright. It was my behaviour that's got me into trouble, and it's no one else's fault. It's not AJ's fault, it's not Charlene's fault, it's not Barker's fault, it's not Brett's fault. It's no one else's fault apart from my own. So I'm not here to throw disses out to people walking out of my life, because, you know, you've got every right to walk out of someone's life. If you don't want to be around someone, don't be around them. You don't want to talk to them. These are the things I say every day. You don't want to talk to someone, don't talk to them. Don't be around them. But just because they've made that decision, just because Barker's made that decision, it doesn't mean I have anything bad to say about him, because he's got every right to have the people he wants in his life. And if he doesn't want someone that does what I do every now and again, if he can't handle that, then, you know, fair enough to him. Fair enough. Fair enough. Brina, I know Brina demodded herself, but I don't know why she demodded herself. I don't know why Brina's demodded herself. I can't remember what me and her even fallen out over, Nick. Oh, shit. Well, I apologise to Brina then. I honestly can't even remember what I was even arguing with her over. As far as I'm aware, me and Brina don't have a problem, because I don't know what I've even said to her. But that's fine as well. Like, fair enough. Like, if she can't deal with me having these outbursts, then, and she wants to walk away, that's fine. Like, I have to accept it, that it's not their fault, it's my fault and they don't like that, and that's fine. They don't have to like it, you know? No, I've got nothing bad to say about Brina. I've got nothing bad to say about anybody. I've got nothing bad to say about anybody. I really don't. If anybody's chosen to leave my life over what's happened on Friday, I understand, and I don't hate you for it. I can't, Lisa, the thing is, I don't know what I said to her, so I can't even comment on what I even said, but I do apologise to her as well. So I do apologise to Brina as well. We just... I don't really want to go over what happened because if I haven't watched the FYP, I don't want to watch the FYP. I'm ashamed. I'm truly ashamed of myself. And all I've done, I've hurt myself, I've punished myself, and I've definitely got karma, and I've definitely got karma for what I did on Friday. So I don't know what anyone wants, because I think I've been punished enough. I know, but the thing is, I know what I'm like when I've had a drink, so I don't need to watch the FYP to know what I'm like. I know what I'm like when I've had a drink. I don't need to re-watch it because I know that about myself. I do need to stop drinking, I agree. I do. I need to stop drinking, I totally agree. I've lost a relationship. I've lost friendships. My mum's having anxiety because of me. You know what I mean? Everyone's upset with me. Everyone who isn't upset with me. Everybody knows that I'm a totally, completely different person when I've had a drink. Well, potential relationship, it's done now, innit? Yeah, I just need to get over what's happened. Be there for myself. Sort myself out for myself. And do things differently and do things better and be better and do better. I will give her a call. The only reason I've come on TikTok now is because I was just so lonely at home. I was just lonely at home, and it was like, do I go to bed and stress, or shall I have a chat with everybody, have some company as well, start again, and, just, yeah. I went for a walk to the shop, I got some milk and bread and stuff. I shouldn't have done it. Trust me, honestly, I wish I could turn back time. I really do. It was the worst decision I could have made. The worst decision I could have made, and I've freaking burned so many bridges. I thought I was in a good place though, Nick. Do you know what I mean? I thought I was ready to like give it a go and stuff, but maybe some people just can't. Maybe just some people just can't deal with someone that has like outbursts like me. Like I'm one of them people. I'll have an outburst, but then I'm all right. Like when the emotions have all come out, I'm okay. I don't carry it on, but I do have these outbursts. And some people can't. My family know that about me. You know, they've known me all my life. Like, they understand that I'm a loving sister and a loving daughter and a loving mum. They know I have this problem and they forgive it. They forgive that. But other people are not gonna, are they? They're not gonna, and that's been a lesson learned for me this time, that people won't stick around. People that are not your family will not stick around and be there for you. I was having such a nice time just doing box battles, talking about BS issues, like, and I just got and done that, honestly. You don't understand how disappointed I am with myself. Yeah, I think I'll get over it. It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, hasn't it? But I'll get over it. Does Brina want to come in the box? Does Brina want to come in the box, Baz? Is she watching? I hope so. I hope I just, wake up tomorrow and just have a cup of coffee and a fag and just start my day again. And well, some relationships are not meant to be, Elizabeth, so it's fine that it hasn't worked out because not meant to be.
Hey guy, wow. She's there. I can't.
Hi.
Are you right, babe? I'm out in a minute. I'm with my bros.
Hi, Jack's bro.
This is hot. My friend on TikTok. Hello, everybody. It's me again. Gift my fucking friend up. Give him dildos in his back box. I will. Scream like a pig, Philip.
Are you drinking, Jack?
Yeah, I am, babe. Are you okay from earlier?
Oh my God, didn't watching me put you off not to do it again?
No, we're not watching you. We're getting presents.
What do you mean watching you, darling?
Chezo, have some fucking respect.
Smile, look at me. My name's Alan. Nice to meet you, darling. Would you like a chicken dinner? Because you want one chicken dinner. I'll tell you something about that.
I'm live as well.
I am nice. You're live.
I'm alive as well.
Caught. Can I cancel this? Get steered.
I don't fucking I'll just jump in. I'll mute.
Wait there. Stay there. Running like.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm gonna mute now.
I'm going. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, it the thing is with me, it doesn't trigger me watching other people drink. Watching other people drink doesn't trigger me. What triggers me is when I get it in my head, but I don't use other coping mechanisms. So like, say I fancy a drink. Like on Friday, I fancied a drink. But really what I should have done was been stronger than my emotions. Do you know what I mean? And not have done that. I might speak to my sister later. Oh, God, he keeps requesting. Hold on, somebody wants to get in the box.
Hey, Court.
Hi.
I just want to jump in and just say, I think you're amazing. The comments are the comments. Everybody fucks up. Everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The thing is, you fucked up. You've owned it. You are owning it. You cannot do anything else about it. People are going to, like, comments are so positive and then negative, positive, negative. And everyone's saying, just don't drink then. Life is just not that simple. And
No.
all the people in your comments, you're not telling me, have never made a bloody mistake. It is
Yeah.
what it is. It is what it is. But you've owned it. You've apologized. You cannot do any more. You know, you, like you said, you don't need to watch the FYP. You know. You don't need to see it. You don't need to be reminded of it. You really don't. And honestly, in situations like this, nobody can hurt you more than yourself. Nobody can beat yourself up as much as
I think I
yourself.
am gutted, like, I am gutted that, like, Barker's obviously left me because of it and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought, I just, that's proper got to me because, I don't know, it's got to me, but, yeah, so I can only just move on from it, you know what I
I
mean?
think that is the hard part, and that is the hard part on the heart, because you'd found somebody that you'd kind of thought you had something with. So
Yeah.
for him to just, and I get it, I do get it, I get it from his perspective, and I get it obviously from your perspective. But you fucked up. You know, it's not the first, and you're not the last.
Yeah,
It's
but
just a
why
shame.
can't he just forgive me for it then? Like,
Yeah. And I think, and again, like that's the thing, because not everybody on here knows the conversations that you and him have had, the relationship that you and him have had. So whatever was said or promised, yes, you said some things that were out of order. You know that. No one needs to keep telling you that. You know that. And I'm sure, I would like to think over the next few days, he might, reach out at some point. He's saying he wants to be friends. That's a start, Court. That is a start. If he's
yeah.
prepared to talk to you on a friends level, that is a start. And you've got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy or anything, but I just feel a
No.
bit, like, lonely that, like, I just thought that, like, when you have a partner, like, I don't know, like, if they see you at your worst, they'll kind of just be there for you. But then maybe I've made that wrong assumption that some partners do that.
Maybe. And maybe it's just not, maybe that part of you and your like for alcohol, maybe that's just not something that he can handle. Maybe that is just something that he in a partner cannot deal with.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I got that wrong, and
Yeah, maybe that is, and not, it's not for everybody. It's not. So I'd
no,
like to think that maybe if you can start off again on a friendship level, at least you'd be able to have a conversation. And if it's not going to go any more relationship level, at least maybe you can have some closure on that.
yeah, I think I will move on from it, but I just think it's just a bit raw at the moment, and I'm scared now because I'm scared. Like, even if I do meet someone in a year's time, 2 years time, it's like, oh, if I do something wrong, are they gonna just leave me like that? Like, it's scary, isn't it? You
I
know?
don't think it's about doing anything wrong. I do think it's just about your relationship with or without alcohol in your life. I think that's where you need to have a little think. I think for future
Yeah,
is my only advice, because like you say, you know what you like, your family know what you like, your family, God forbid, are never just going to abandon you because of it, but partners might. And
yeah.
that's where you need to kind of work out.
It's a big lesson learned. Like, it really is. Like,
Yeah. And again, I do believe, and I'm a firm believer, if people can't necessarily control their alcohol or control themselves when they're on alcohol, maybe you do have to cut it out of your life.
yeah.
It's not really good. You can't really monitor it. You can't really, like you say, do the
Can't monitor it.
countdowns.
Yeah, I don't have a filter. When I start
There
drinking,
is,
I'm
and
like,
there's no, and that's the problem I think with you and Mad Hatter. When you get together, you are two peas in a pod. She doesn't have a stop button either.
no,
So you're not good for each other. From that perspective, you're not good for each other.
you're okay,
So,
Serena.
but I'll drop down. That's all I wanted to say, Court, and just stop giving yourself such a hard time. We've all been there. We've all made mistakes. You are apologizing. You're owning your shit, and you've just got to carry on. You just got to carry on.
All the time. mind.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is,
No, you can't turn around and say that she's owning her shit. This shit goes on all the fucking time. She fucking owns it and she fucking does it again. It's disgraceful.
when alcohol's involved.
Fucking disgraceful.
When alcohol's involved.
Fucking disgraceful.
Rena, have you just come on just to swear at me?
Face. Yeah, I'm fuming with you. I'm fuming with you. Do you not think, right, being your mod and being trolled 24/7 is enough? Do you honestly not think that that is hard enough? Then for you to literally, in front of thousands of people, treat me and talk to me like shit. Seriously, I ring you and I'm telling you, you're making a fool of yourself. I ring you and I tell you, Court, you need to come off. You know, you're making a show of yourself. Like, you're making a show of Barker. Do you think Barker's going to like this? You're in a new relationship. I'm doing this to save your neck. Why? Because I care. For then you to turn around and for you to speak to me like dog shit, right, in front of everyone, and then start moaning on about me. Like, how dare you?
I can't remember what I said about you, Brina.
But this is your problem. Why touch alcohol when if you can't take it, why are you touching it, Court? It's the devil. I begged you and begged you to get help last time. And you never did it. You never did it, Court. You've got serious issues. You've got underlying issues. To me, when all that unfolded, I personally think you've got BPD. You need therapy, Court. Never mind having a drink.
No, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brina. I don't know what else I can say. Like, all I can say is I only get like that when I am drunk, and when I'm not drinking, I am me. I am the girl that people like. That's me. This is the real me. And then when I'm drinking, I'm obviously a monster. But obviously, even if I did go to AA or wherever, all they'll say is cut the alcohol out completely because you're allergic to it. You can't deal with it, and I do it. I do 10 days. I do 2 weeks, and then boom, back on that night-long binge. Do you know what I mean?
What you need, seriously, Court, you need serious help. Do you know what I mean? You're going to lose literally all your friends. You're going to lose everything. You're going to end up a lonely old woman.
Yeah, I agree. I've already got consequences to my actions. Like,
you're going to lose your kid. Then what? Like, how many questions have?
I just need to say that night when all this happened, Brina called you and you said to her, ring me back in 2 minutes. And she left it for about half an hour. And then when she called you back, that's when you were screaming, what are you fucking ringing me for? And then that's when it all started. So I'm going to drop now because I just wanted to make that point that she wasn't just hounding. She actually was
she probably wasn't hounding, and she probably was just being there for me and she was supporting me. And but at the time when I'm under the influence like that, I don't think of that. Do you know what I mean? I think that.
No. But she wasn't in the wrong. You actually told her to call you back.
I know, but I just can't remember any of it. And I'm honestly, Lisa, you don't understand how much I'm beating myself up about it. You know.
I know, but just to put people straight, because everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and saying that she shouldn't have been jumping in and trying to tell you what to do and stuff. It was you that told her to ring you.
At the end of the day, right? If you know, if I didn't care, I wouldn't have rang you. But you were making a mockery of yourself.
I know.
You were making a show of Barker. So, like, shall I just let it all unfold and all unravel and not even ring you and try and get you off live? Shall I just leave you to make you look an idiot? Shall I? Do you want me to do that? Is that what everyone else wants me to do as well? Because at the end of the day, us mods do actually care. But instead, I got a load of abuse. Like, I get trolled 24/7 as it is being your mod.
Yeah.
I've been a friend to you, Court, as well. I don't expect to get treated like shit.
I
Like,
agree.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am. I really am.
You know what I mean? Like,
I really am.
you need, seriously, like, you've got this week. Go to the doctors, get that help, take that therapy, because the only person that can help themselves is you. It's not for your family to come and pick up the pieces. It's not for your friends to pick up the pieces. You need to sort this out. You have a child. Well, you have 2 children, but you're only seeing the one. Do it for your kids, if no one else.
I know. I know.
To be fair, I'll just jump in quickly. I feel like everything Brina said is true. I mean, I remember a month ago, Brina said, "Court, make that doctor's appointment on Monday." You was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." And on the Monday, she was like, "Did you make a doctor's?" These people are thinking about your best interest, right?
Yeah.
And it's coming from a place of love. Like, modding for you isn't easy, and they still mod for you. So, for Brina to unmod, it must. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But just
It was
take on board what she's saying. Just take on board what she's saying, because she's saying it from a place of love.
Yeah.
Just you need to apologise to Brina properly as well.
I'm very sorry. I just don't know how. I don't know how to make. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone that I've embarrassed. I'm sorry to Mum. I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to Brina. I'm sorry to Dad. I'm sorry to everyone that's had to watch this crisis that I've had that was self-made. Like, I am. You know what I mean? I am sorry to everyone.
Yeah, but I think what people probably want to see is change, because I feel like sometimes you can say sorry that much. Especially me, I've known what this pattern for 6 years.
Yeah.
What it is,
So-
you're literally on a carousel, right? You're on a carousel, and then you get off it, and then you get back on it, and then you get off it, then you get back on. Never mind saying, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." You need to change. You need to change. Like, don't get in touch with me until you've done something. You need to do something, Cook, because I don't want to know. I don't want to know until you sort yourself out.
Sorry can lose its meaning, can't it? If you say sorry so many times and you keep doing it, it just loses all its meaning, doesn't it?
I say to my son, "What are you saying sorry for? Because you've already done it. You've just done it. So why are you apologising to me again when you've literally just done the same thing? Like, don't apologise. Do something about it." And the thing is, you're going to end up dead if you keep drinking the way that you are. Then what's your family going to do? Never mind feeling sorry for your mum because she's got stress now. What are you going to do then, Court? Like, it's serious.
Yeah. Yeah, it is serious.
It's because of this.
I am bothered. I do care. I do care. I really, honestly, the only person that's suffering is me. I've hurt myself.
Top Wally wants to get in, but I don't think she can do it.
If you know that you've got a problem with alcohol, you know what to do.
Yeah, I do. I know.
You can do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So take this week, this Monday, tomorrow. I know we've got the new year and stuff, so the doctors or whatever might not be open for a couple of days, but you need to make the right steps for yourself.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If your fingers are tingly now, you've definitely overdone it with the alcohol as well. You've poisoned yourself because it's a poison, and that's what happens to your nerves. You've overdone it.
Yeah.
I'm literally just in to say, like, one thing, because I really don't want to be involved in this. It's like triggered a lot of people. Court, I think you know that your behaviour was bang out, and Brina has always, and Lisa and all your mods have always had your back, including myself. And hearing you speak to Brina the way that you did and calling disabled people spastics and stuff like that, knowing certain people's situations, it's like triggered a lot of people. And the fact that we're still here talking to you surely has to show you something. Because in all fairness, every single one of us have every right to demod. The amount of messages I woke up to the following morning, the amount of fake accounts and stuff I've had made of me since, and Brina and Baz and everybody, all of us, and the hate that we get because we protect you and we choose to defend you because we know who you are as a person and we know who you are with alcohol. But when we try and speak to you about it and try and diffuse the situation, all we get is hate from you and hate from everybody else. And there has to come a point where you accept responsibility, and it's okay coming on and saying, I'm sorry. It was the same with the Torian situation. You came on, you said you're sorry, but it's repeated behaviour. So like Dean said, sorry has no meaning. It has no meaning anymore. I don't blame Brina for unmodding. I've spoke to her off the app. She's absolutely devastated. And she's your friend. Like, she's your friend. She was just trying to look after you and protect you. And it's horrible to see you self-destruct because you were in such a positive place. You had so much to look forward to. Do you know what I mean? And then like now it's this. And then saying the whole wishing C thing. The amount of hate messages we've had because of that. And it's, we can't defend you. We can't.
Yeah, we have had a lot.
I don't think you realise like what abuse we get. And we choose to be mods.
At like 3 and 4 in the morning as well, like constantly. It's 24/7. It's not just a case of when Courts is online. People are messaging us when they've seen things on the FYP and then they're just coming for the mods. And
I've had messages saying they wish my family die of cancer and that I don't deserve my son and I don't deserve to be a mother and all this stuff. But you don't see that. You don't ever ask if we're all okay. When you go on a bender like that, Court, I know that you're coming on and apologising. I take my hat off to you. I do, because it takes a lot of guts to do. And we're giving you some tough love. It's not because we hate you or anything like that. It's called tough love because we care. But at the same time, take a second to think of the abuse that we get too, because we do. And it's on a daily basis. And a lot of the time we don't say anything to you because we don't want to add to the stress and stuff that you're going through. We just want to be there and support you. But fuck me, mate. It's hard. It is hard.
Yeah. But I've had more messages since that thing from AJ came online, basically telling me that, well, I'm not going into it, but just horrible things that, like, people just, it doesn't matter what you do on here, people just assume the worst, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't matter how much you try and redeem yourself.
And the thing is,
right. Baz, me and you had a conversation today, didn't we? We've had a conversation today on the phone. I have found it incredibly difficult to even come into this live because you have let certain individuals, including myself, come in your box and talk about situations that we've been in, including DV. If the stuff that I've seen today about apparently you and AJ is true, how the fuck am I supposed to support you? I related to you because
it's not.
No, I know.
True.
But you have to understand when we're getting hundreds of messages off people and sent pictures, stuff like that, like a lot of stuff, Court, it's conflict.
Well,
because
I'm not going to entertain the stuff that AJ has said because it's that upsetting for me that I can't even speak about it on here and make a show of it because it's actually quite serious, the things that he said. So
I agree.
I do not want to. I've come on here to say I've got nothing bad to say about AJ. I've got nothing bad to say about Charlene. I've got nothing bad to say about Barker or any of these people. I take responsibility for what I did on Friday, but then I don't deserve at the same time for people to make outrageous allegations like that to thousands of people when there's, you know, kids involved. Like it's I can't have that conversation.
This is exactly it though. Like you have to understand that obviously a lot of us, myself specifically, I followed you and engaged with you because of the stuff that you've gone through. I could relate the trauma you've been through, the DV, how you expressed your emotions, how your trauma manifested itself with drink and stuff. I could relate to it, and that is why I've always been such a huge supporter of you. So when we've got stuff being fired at us left, right and centre, you know, sometimes it makes you sit back and think, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing? But none of us would be here.
Can I just
if we
say
didn't
something
love you.
on the DV thing? Someone's just commented, Dean, this is to you because you'll know this, right? Someone's just commented saying that there's proof on court papers about me DVing AJ. Does there anything you want to say on that? Because I just don't know what to say about it myself, because I don't really want to, like, entertain it. It's that ridiculous, do you know what I mean?
Well, this is it. I mean, I've you know, my ex is saying that I've done all sorts to her and it's a load of bollocks. I can prove that actually she's the perpetrator of the DV. So I don't actually believe.
Just because there's something in court paperwork doesn't mean there's pictures. Doesn't mean that there's a.
No. I've just received some court paperwork just before Christmas that says a right load of bollocks on it, and none of it's true. Because there's no, and this is to do with me, not courts, and none of it's true, and I can prove that none of it's true as well. So just because it says it on court paperwork does not mean that happened, and that's a fact. And just
I completely agree with that, and I said from day one, if anyone's going to know about it, it'd be Dean, and I'm pretty sure that Dean wouldn't let us sit in the box and talk about stuff if there was something more to it.
Dean's been my friend for
a long time,
and he's met me many occasions personally. Me and Dean, actually, for a whole 2 years, didn't we speak to each other all day, every day? Like, we'd actually be on the phone together for 5 hours. If there's anyone on this app, apart from my family, that know me, it is Dean, because we'd ring each other in the morning, then we'd have a call at lunchtime, or that's, you know, then we'd talk in the evening. You know, this was before TikTok. So, you know, me and Dean have, like, been like that with each other. You know?
And I get that, but you have to understand that as your mods, we have a duty of care to you. To call you out on stuff, and if we didn't, then what kind of friends are we?
But all I'm saying is the things that you have heard from them or that person is not true, and that's all I've got to say on it.
That's okay. That's what I needed to come in and ask, because without speaking to you directly, I don't know. But the fact that you've got us here after all the shit that we've received and the barrage of abuse,
I could tell you more about the things.
You don't need to.
But I can't, because then I'm going to get into talking about him, and then that's going to trigger them to start. It's going to be a back and forth, and